Hello, everyone. I believe it has been over a year since I've posted a video on this channel. I kept saying that I was going to get back into filming on a regular basis, and it just never happened. And now I have two channels. I have my vlogging channel with my partners over at the Chaos Collective, and then I still had the intention of keeping up with this channel, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's been a while, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into filming, not just what's going on in mine and my partner's lives over at the other channel, but also what's going on with me personally and sharing my personal thoughts on paganism, spirituality, tarot, astrology, and things of that nature. So I've been doing tarot readings. I've been doing tarot readings in public spaces, trying to build a business and reputation around that. So I have a regular gig now. I'm reading tarot at Forgotten Gods Meadery in Melbourne, Kentucky on a monthly basis. That's sort of my home base for tarot for right now. So, and I'm really enjoying it. I've met so many wonderful, beautiful people. I have gotten to read for so many people, and it's just been such an amazing experience for me getting to share something that is very near and dear to my heart, and being able to share that with others and help others and give them hope and guidance that comes through the cards and through the universe, through the cards. And it's just been such a beautiful, beautiful experience. And I feel so blessed to be able to do that, to be able to share that and bless others with these messages. So I've been doing that. I am looking into doing a Viking Fest here soon in about a month. And that will be my first time reading at a festival. So very excited for that. And I do feel like with tarot readings, I am leaning towards the Viking aesthetic a little bit, between Forgotten Gods, which is a Viking themed meadery, and then going into this Viking festival. But yeah, but that kind of community and the kinds of people that are drawn to things like that, I vibe really well with. And like I said, I've gotten to meet so many beautiful people, and that tends to be the kind of environment where people are open to tarot readings. I've read in various different environments over the past year. My first public event was at a hair salon, and they were hosting a Halloween, like it was around Halloween time, so it was like a Halloween slash fall style event. So they had a boutique come in, they had a tattoo artist doing micro tattoos, they had a local matcha shop making matcha. So it was like this cute little event in this hair salon. And I got to read tarot because it was around Halloween time, so they wanted a tarot reader. And that was an interesting experience because a lot of the people that came into that salon were a little unsure about tarot. I feel like in that particular location had a lot of maybe like religious people or Catholic people. So a lot of the women that came in were like, "Ooh, I don't know about tarot." But I was able to ease their minds, and so was the host of the event too, as she was greeting people that came in. I told her just to tell people that it's nothing to be scared of. I'm not doing like the whole fate and fortune kind of a thing. I'm here to convey guidance and messages of hope. And that kind of helped ease people's mind a lot. And I got to read for a lot of people of various backgrounds. And that was just such a wonderful first experience. I got to hear so many stories from so many women of different walks of life. And like some of these women, the struggles that they had been through and the things that they had dealt with in their past or were currently dealing with. And I was able to be there for them, to hold space for them and to give them a message of hope. It was just, oh, like it was such a beautiful experience. It was kind of emotionally draining for me at times, especially with some of the heavier stories, but it was just, I was so blessed to be able to hold space for these women and to give them these messages. It was just, oh, beautiful. And of course, that was my first event. And how I got booked for that event is a whole other story. It was by sheer coincidence that I ran into the coordinator that was hosting the event. I ran into her at a farmer's market, actually, and by sheer coincidence, she just happened to be the coordinator for this event and was specifically looking for a tarot reader. And it was just, the universe, I think, was saying to me that it was time to put myself out there more. But yeah, because it was an opportunity that just kind of fell in my lap out of nowhere, I felt like it was the universe just trying to push me, saying like, no, this is your time. Get out there. You have this gift. You've been studying tarot for 7, 8 years. You've been studying astrology for 3 or 4 years. It's time for you to put yourself out there. And that's been something that has been a struggle for me, and it's been something that I've been working on. Is I'm not a very vocal person. I know that if you ever meet me like in person in a social setting where I'm not reading tarot, I'm just hanging out, like I am the quiet one. I'm not very vocal. I'm not very expressive. I know the psychology behind it. I know why my mind works that way, and it stems back from past experiences in childhood and such, as it normally does. This being in the public eye, being sort of in the spotlight, has is something that I want, but I haven't been comfortable with. And I know that sounds contradictory, but that's just how my mind works. That's been how my experiences have affected me, is that being sort of the center of attention or having like a spotlight put on me has not been something that I've been comfortable with. And public speaking publicly has never been something I've been comfortable with. So whenever I've had a skill, or like I'm a musician, I play violin, I've always had stage fright. Even though I love violin, I've always had stage fright. And it's kind of that same thing. Like I love tarot, I love astrology, but there's always been a fear of putting myself out there. But it was time for me to get over that. And this has been something that I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. And I guess I needed that push. I needed that push, and the universe pushed me and said, it's your time. It's your time to get out there. Start reading for people, because I have messages that I need people to hear. So I went for it. And like I alluded to earlier, I have in the past year have read in vastly different environments. The salon was the first one, and through that I met the owner of a event center in northern Kentucky. At one of her venues, she actually owns 2 venues that are right next to each other, but at one of the venues they were hosting a murder mystery night, and she wanted a tarot reader for that, so I got to read tarot for people during a murder mystery night as they were trying to figure out the mystery. So that was really cool. And then on New Year's Eve, I read at her other venue, which was a huge event center that usually hosts weddings and such. So it's a huge reception hall. And she wanted me in her private room. So they were hosting this huge party for New Year's Eve, but she wanted me in her private room with her VIP people and her friends. So I was put in New Year's Eve, I was placed in this tiny little room while people are eating dinner and having drinks and socializing, and I got to read for a lot of people on New Year's Eve, and that was a fun experience. I got to read for a lot of I would say very well-to-do people, so that was pretty cool, getting to read for them and hearing their stories and where they were in their walk of life. And then outside of that, I've been reading at a local goth night, a goth club. I was doing that Here and there, I probably did it about 3 or 4 times, but I got to read in a club setting, in a very loud, noisy, boisterous club setting. And while Goss Nights are, very near and dear to me, and I loved the environment, I loved reading for people. I wasn't as successful there as I have been in other venues. And then we started connecting with the owners of this local meadery. Alistair has been doing some engravings for them. He's been engraving their merchandise and their flight stands and everything like that. And he's been doing a lot of work for them. So we've gotten to connect with those owners very, very well. And he wanted me to come read tarot there. And I had such a good experience the first day doing that he wanted to schedule me monthly. So from now, and we're nearing the end of July now, it is July 30th, through December, I am booked monthly at Forgotten Gods Meadery in Melbourne, Kentucky. And the meadery is such a cute environment. It's probably one of the quietest environments I've ever read in. It's just so calm, and I just feel like that getting to read tarot in a Viking long haul inspired establishment, it's just such a cool vibe, and I love it so much there. My experience reading there and just reading in general has just been so fulfilling. I love being able to do that. I love being able to share messages with people, and I love being able to give people that hope and guidance. And I'm hoping to grow from here. I do want to branch out and start doing astrology more too. That will be, by commission or by appointment only. But I do want to start doing more astrology readings too, and getting myself out there and establishing myself as an astrologer too. And I post little things on Instagram here and there about astrology and transits and full and new moons, but like I really want to get into the nitty gritty analysis of birth charts and giving people guidance that way along with tarot. And then who knows where I'll go from there. Yeah, I do have a lot of ideas of where I want to go. So it's just a matter of continuing to put myself out there, continuing to not be afraid to put myself out there and not be afraid of the spotlight, and continuing to help people. But anyway, speaking of astrology, yesterday was the Aquarius full moon. So we are still in the swing of the full moon cycle, and this was a very, very powerful full moon too. I have to touch on it for a second because it was such a profound full moon. So this full moon in Aquarius was conjunct Pluto, and full moons already bring up a bunch of emotions that need to be eradicated, but being conjunct Pluto, it's asking you to dive deep. It's asking for deep emotional transformations, like things that you've been hiding, things that you've been bottling, and it's asking you to release those. It's saying, no, it's time to let those things that you have been hiding, probably maybe for a long time, and let those go. And then on the other side of the chart, the moon and Pluto are opposing the sun in Leo, who is conjunct Jupiter. So we have the darkest, deepest depths that are coming up on one side, and on the other side, we have Jupiter and the sun being like, we're going to transmute this into joy, into fulfillment. It is ultimate expansion and joy, and just really transmuting pain into power and transmuting pain into joy and fulfillment. And it's just been such a powerful, powerful, powerful full moon, and it's not even eclipse season yet. So yeah, I didn't get to do anything for the full moon yesterday, but today I do plan on sweeping my floors, which is something that I've been trying to do. Every full or new moon, I will kind of sprinkle salt on my floors and sweep up my floors, and maybe light a candle, maybe light some incense or sage or something, and just kind of reset the energy in my space. So I will be doing that this evening. And yeah, the rest of the evening is just gonna be really, really, really chill. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you've made it this far, thank you for checking in. And yeah, I'm just really excited for where I'm at right now, and I'm really excited for where this journey is gonna take me. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope this full moon treated you with many, many blessings, and I will see you in the next